Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word for it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that thing like I'm feeling green, right? Talking to my past like focus on my brake lights. Losing to my future now.
She's ready.
Y'all know what time it is. I am ready.
Yeah.
Now, whenever y'all see me pump like this, I had that good
Coffee.
So listen, y'all, we are going to have a loaded show. We are going to be doing different things, and we're going to have someone, actually, we already have someone here in studio. Y'all not going to meet them just yet. Just hold on very quickly. Before anything, let us be nice. Let us introduce ourselves, right? So for those of you who perhaps are watching us for the first time, my name is Nori.
I'm Angeli.
I'm Saitia.
And you are tuned into Breaking the Silence. Listen, like I said, we're gonna have a loaded show. And before we get into our special guest, we will be playing a really quick game called
Read My Lips.
Now listen, y'all already know, y'all seen already how Tia and Angelique, they're always cheating when it comes to this
This is your line every single time.
In defeat already.
So
she's already prepared.
I'm already letting you guys know, okay? And yes, in studio, we have our very special guest. Her name is Andrea Williams, okay? And she is with CarePartners. Hey! Listen, I already have my questions. They're loaded questions. So listen, for those of you who are into caregiving, you care for an elderly, maybe your parents, grandparents, or spouse, or, you know, and you feel the burden of it sometimes, and you know, you want to know where you can get relief, where you can get help, all of these things. Listen, make sure you get a pen and paper to write down, because listen, she's gonna be spitting some facts that's definitely gonna help you guys. But I want you guys to soak it all in really quick. We're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
Breaking the silence is where ripples become waves of change. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Need a ride?
Yeah! Driving with kids is a big responsibility.
Hop in and buckle up.
So don't sweat the small stuff.
You got paint all over our paper.
Get the big stuff right instead.
What does that mean?
Like making sure your kids are in the correct car seat and buckled up for safer travel.
That deserves a wiggly wiggly wig.
To make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Beep, beep.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
real talk. Breaking the silence is where it all goes down. Let's connect and empower together.
Breaking the Silence is back. Let's keep the conversation going.
All right, we are breaking the silence and we're back. And we are back with our game called Read My Lips. Listen, hopefully I do good. I'm not going to get pumped up because, you know, sometimes...
Don't get too excited.
Exactly. But ladies, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Tia's always cheating, so she's always ready. She probably low-key got the answers.
I don't know what you got on that side.
My board is empty, okay? I wrote down in my imaginary marker.
She got it right here. All right, so let us get started.
Yes.
Let us go with the first one, and let's see who's going to guess it right. All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Ooh, waiting to exhale. All right, so those are the multiple choice questions. A, it says some of us are still on that mind trip, girl. B, some of us still want a girl's trip, girl. C, some of us are still on that dream trip, girl. Or D, some of us would be tripping off that ugly.
I think this is a tongue twister, not read my lips.
Okay.
Okay.
So we ready to see it?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Bam. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What in the world?
What? I know that she said girl at the end, but...
Oh.
Okay, let me see.
Hold on.
You know, I saw this movie a long time ago. I just don't remember what.
Yeah, I've seen the movie too.
Wait, can we have that again, please? I need some seconds.
Angela's struggling. Okay.
Okay, let me see.
There it goes. Okay, you know what? I'ma just wing this one.
Okay. I'll just.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll just. Okay, let's go. We cannot keep on. Okay, let's go.
Okay, wait. Time to show your cards.
Time to show your cards. Let's go.
Ready? Bam. C.
C.
Some of us are still on that dream trip, girl.
Yeah.
Some of us are still on that dream trip, girl.
Wow.
Some of us are still on that dream trip, girl.
Okay, we're on
the map.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 1, 1.
All
right.
Okay, so the next one, the options are the heat.
The heat.
He'll make it off. A. B. He'll shake it off. C. He'll fake it off. D. He'll take it off.
They're making it hard for us.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for the clip.
Let us see.
Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. Okay, I got my answer.
Got it. Got it.
I got my answer.
I don't know. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Time to show you cards.
I put B.
I put D.
B. I think it's like he fell off of something and they're like, he'll shake it off. Yeah.
Who's right?
Gosh.
Who is right?
I'll shake it off. I'll shake it off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shake it
Didn't
up.
it sound like he'll take it off?
Shake it off.
It's almost so similar.
Similar, Angie, but it's not.
It's not. So
Fine.
womp,
Okay,
womp.
fine. Don't worry, guys.
Okay. So far,
Next.
so good. All right.
Okay, our next one is from Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Okay. A, all I had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and lollipops. B, all I had to eat for the past 6 days are jelly beans, lollipops, and candy corn. C, all I had to eat for the past 6 days are jelly beans, gummy bears, and lollipops. Isn't that the same? Oh. D, all I had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corn. Okay.
Oh my
Let's take a look.
Let me see.
They made this one really hard.
Yes, they're just... Oh, okay, I got it. I think I got it.
Yeah.
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 Just watch her.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Read her lips. Read her lips.
Time to show your cards.
Time to show your cards.
Wait a minute.
Time to show your cards, Nori.
Wait a minute.
Get on, it's time to show your card.
Oh my
That's a
goodness.
cue.
I'm gonna wing this one.
Okay, let's go.
I'm not too excited about this one. We ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
Bam.
Yes,
Oh,
it's D.
I said A.
It's
D?
D. Yeah.
Please say it's D.
It's D. Because the last one is candy corn.
All I've had to eat for the past 6 days are gummy bears, jelly beans, and candy corn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Cool. We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
So, Nori's winning.
Listen, don't jinx it, okay? It's gonna be that last question that gets
Okay,
you.
Nori, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. We got any more? I know we do.
Put this in your memory, okay?
I will. I sure will.
All right.
So the next one is from the movie Clueless, and the options are A, it's a personal choice every woman has got to make for themselves. B, it's a personal choice every woman has got to chase for themselves. C, it's a personal choice every woman has got to take for themselves. Or D, it's a personal choice every woman has got to face for themselves.
Man, this is hard.
Goodness.
It's harder.
Y'all ready to
and
watch the clip? All right,
Yes.
let's go ahead and watch this clip, y'all. All
Okay.
right. That one's hard.
Why is her mouth like that?
Angeline.
Hold on. It's I cannot.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm gonna
and
wing this one.
Take a guess.
I can't. I cannot.
I'm gonna take a guess.
Woo.
Okay, I'm just gonna guess this.
All right.
Ready?
This one I guessed it.
Yes.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
A.
Y'all see my face?
You don't even
Who
know
got
if it's
it?
right.
Who got it?
It's a personal choice every woman has got to make for themselves.
That was the only thing that kind of makes sense for me.
A or C?
Yeah.
A or C, because the other one is
Wait a minute. Nori, it was really an A. You see that A right there? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Sure.
Bam. No. I don't get the point.
Sorry, no. Oh well. Now everyone's even
Yes.
scores.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. All right. Come on, let's go.
Moving on.
The next one is from Bridesmaids.
Okay.
A, I'm fine dining by myself. B, I'm fine seeing for myself. C, I'm fine being by myself. D, I'm fine trying for myself.
Okay.
I think I
Okay,
kind of
let me see.
Possibility.
Let us see the clip.
Oh, okay. I think I got it.
Oh my goodness.
I think I got it. All right, guys.
I think because of the character she plays in this movie, it
goodness
might be
gracious.
this. I don't know. This might be wrong.
This is like the most probable.
I don't know.
Are we ready?
I feel like her character might say something like this. A.
Oh my goodness.
C.
C or D?
What do you want No, that does not count. The car is just the which one?
C.
It's C, right?
Fine being by myself.
Yeah. C. Yes.
Yes.
I feel like she would have said she's fine
All
dining, like she
right.
is the total package.
No. Like I'm fine being by
Okay.
myself.
All right.
Okay.
Do we have any more? Yes, we
Yes. We got a
do.
tiebreaker.
Do we have a tiebreaker?
No.
right.
Yes. No. Okay.
Yes.
So this is from Girl Interrupted. A. Listen, the order is in your room. Huh? Oh, B. Lissa, your aorta is in your chest. C. Lissa, your order is in your room. Or D. Listen, Lissa, the odor is in your chest.
What is going on?
Odor or order? Okay, fine. Odor. Odor.
Like smell.
Okay, is in your chest. Okay. All right. Hopefully I can you can see it. Lissa. All right. Let's go. Listen, Lissa. Oh, hold on.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Got
Just
it.
because of the scenario, yeah, okay.
Got it,
Okay,
got
okay,
it,
I got it. Oh, got it.
Time to show your chords.
Okay, I got it.
So funny.
1, 2, 3.
B. Yes.
Listen,
No?
your aorta is in your chest.
There you go.
Your aorta is in your chest.
Right, right.
All right, we got that right. I guess it's a tie today.
Yes.
Do we have any tiebreaker?
Do we have a
don't.
tiebreaker?
Well, it's not a tie because according to Nori, the one with the lowest score wins.
Yes, according to Nori, whoever is not a tie, then that person wins. However,
Thank you, thank you.
okay,
Muchas
all right,
gracias.
we only got one.
All right.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go.
Good.
Thank you.
Angelique, come on.
There.
Yes.
Where's the other picture? There's a picture
No, sorry,
missing.
no other picture. No other
Sometimes you
picture.
gotta lose, sometimes you gotta win.
Yeah, you win some, you lose
So,
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna win next time, though.
Yeah.
You always win.
I know.
Yeah.
So give
But
this
you know,
to us.
It's
moment.
because I
No,
moment.
give this to us.
All right, y'all. So that was our Read My Lips segment. I hope you guys won some too. I hope you guys got all of them right if you're into movies like Tia.
Yep.
But we are going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we are definitely going to be with our special guest, Andrea Williams.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the CarePartners Dementia Day Center, a beacon of hope and support for individuals living with dementia and their families in the greater Houston area. Our center stands out as a dedicated facility offering compassionate care and a range of activities designed to enhance the quality of life for those with Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. At the heart of our mission is the understanding that each person deserves to live a life filled with purpose and passion. That's why we've tailored our environment and programs to meet the unique needs of our participants, providing a calm, predictable setting where they can thrive. From wellness programs like chair exercise and yoga to life enrichment classes involving music, cooking, and art, our specialized offerings are crafted to engage, inspire, and promote a sense of community. Our team of caring professionals is trained specifically to support individuals with dementia, ensuring personalized attention and fostering an atmosphere of security and respect. With full-day and half-day programs available, our center is equipped with experienced staff, on-site nursing care, and a variety of activities, all within a safe and secure environment. We are committed to serving our community, offering financial assistance to ensure that our programs are accessible to all who need them. Join us at the CarePartners Dementia Day Center, where every day is an opportunity to celebrate life, embrace new experiences, and create lasting memories. Together, we're building a supportive community, one day at a time.
Let's strive to grow together on Breaking the Silence.
Explore the road to success with inspiring guests, motivational tips to change your life for the better, and entrepreneurs advertising their business. Now, today's guest.
All right, and we are back here on Breaking the Silence. And what would Breaking the Silence be without our question of the day. So we're gonna get into that, but we're also gonna have a little twist to that where we're also gonna ask our special guests. So the question of the day is, what is something you wish you knew about relationships earlier? Ooh! All right!
Y'all are jumping right in.
So, well, how would you answer this question, Ms. Andrea? What is something you wish you knew about relationships earlier?
I wish how much work they are.
Okay.
So whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, they all take work and commitment on both sides. So it's like 100%, 100%. It's no 50-50.
There you go, mic drop. Yes, y'all got that? 100%, 100%. Not no 50-50, all right? But we also want to hear from you guys. We do have our QR code that you guys can be able to scan. It's definitely going to take you to our page, which is Breaking the Silence _talk show. Sending your comments, sending your reply, and towards the end of the show, who knows? We might just read your comment on air. And if you don't want your comment to be mentioned on air, just write it down. Please don't read it on air. That's fine, no worries, but you can still send them in. All right, so we do have our very special guest, Andrea Williams. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here on the show. And you are a Chief Program Officer at CarePartners.
Yes.
And I love that because I was looking into CarePartners and you guys do such an amazing job, not only to help and cater those who, you know, have Alzheimer's or dementia, but you guys also more towards lean on giving that support to the caregivers. May it be the husband, may it be children or whoever it is. But that also hits home for you as well, right? Because you do have some backstory about it regarding your grandmother, right?
Right.
So what sparked that passion for you? I know, you know, it is what it is today, but there was that spark of passion where it got you started into caregiving advocacy. So what was that?
Well, thank y'all for having me. My grandmother, I grew up in a small town in South Louisiana, and we were a tight-knit family. My grandmother was our first teacher. We went to her house before we went to the schoolhouse or to school. And she taught us a lot, right? She was kind of our foundation. She was our foundation. And so when she was diagnosed with dementia, it kind of shook our lives. She was diagnosed, and then it changed everything that I thought that I wanted to do. I thought I was going to be a pharmacist and do all of these things. But then I started and thought about going to get my master's in public health. And that set me on the trajectory that I am on today, and really just supporting caregivers and to learning what caregivers need, and just witnessing my parents try to navigate that without very much support as far as formal support was really what connects me to this work that I do today.
Okay. Now your family also went through trial and errors when it came to, you know, your grandma and having to deal with all of this. What were some of those trial and errors that you and your family faced?
Yeah. So one of the big ones that we see, and I wanted to let you know that our story isn't very unique, right? Every time I talk to caregivers, it's kind of the same thing. But the big thing that they went through is trying to, how to respond to her, right? We know that dementia causes some changes in personality and behavior, how the person is. And so really being able to, how do we respond to her when she is anxious or when she's upset and when she kind of like needs a little bit of reassurance, right? And so that takes practice and it takes understanding. And as they got to understand the disease and understand what she needed, they were able to adjust. And it happens with lots of families. They don't off the bat know how to do this job unless they come with, they learn those special skills as they go. So that was the biggest one, I think.
You know, dealing with it firsthand from your family, right? You know more or less the in and outs of, you know, having to care for someone who has dementia. So for you who's now like in this Care Partner organization, how is it for you? Like it's different because now you've experienced it yourself in your own family, right? Firsthand, I've been there here, I've done that. Like, how is it important to actually know, as you mentioned, knowing the disease, how to tackle the disease, having that information, knowing it, and how like the different changes, how important it is to have that knowledge and information.
So being able to know what you're facing, it really gives you the tools. Now, is everything going to be perfect because you know? Not necessarily, but you have something to fall back on. And so that is why when we do things at CarePartners like caregiver education, we're really trying to help you build that toolbox of information that you can share with other people and with yourself, and things that you can use. With dementia especially, it's a bunch of trial and error. Like, you're trying to figure that person out, and today is going to be different from tomorrow. This minute may be different from the next one. So it's really just learning how to adjust and gathering all that information, and so that you have the tools to adjust when you need to.
And you know, as you were talking about like the caregiver education and things like that, I know that there's some facilities that they have 24 hours, the person lives there. But on your website, you speak about having like daycare and things like that. How would that differ? Because I know that sometimes people don't want their family member necessarily to be away from them all day, but they also can't like take care of them throughout the day. So how does that differ for the person?
Yeah, I think most of us, when we think about how we want to live at home, right? And that's aging in place. And so our programs really do allow caregivers to do that. So it gives them a break. The industry term that we use is respite. It gives them a break to go to work. It gives them a break to go to do some volunteering or whatever, take a nap. It really gives them the opportunity to do that. And so we have two programs that do that. One is our Dementia Day Center, and as you can see on the screen, it's really a purpose-filled day. And it's tapping into art, and it's tapping into creativity and exercise and movement and socialization. So your loved one is, like you said, Tia, your loved one is doing something that's enriching for them while you're able to take a break, because long-term care may not be an option for you at that point. And long-term care as far as placement in a 24/7 facility.
Okay. I want to tap into a little bit on the emotional part, because I've seen situations where people get the diagnosis and their reaction is kind of like, oh my goodness, it's like they feel like their whole world is just crumbling down. Like, what am I gonna do? They start stressing, or even the person themselves who have received that diagnosis and they're like, you know, it's something that's irreversible. How do you guys help them deal with that emotional aspect as well, for the person who was diagnosed and also for the person who will be like the caregiver?
Yeah, our programs, what I love the most about the work that we do is that our programs are really building that compassionate community of care, right? And that means that we're able to meet you in a place where you're emotional and you're just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this diagnosis. And then there's people who have been there with you, and they're really helping you to connect to services, but also helping you to really connect with other people. So we have support groups, and those support groups are just for that. It's peer-to-peer. While we are experts and we know all the things, it's nobody who can tell you what's best or what can help you on the journey other than someone who's actually walking it at that time. We also have care consultation, and that's one-on-one with a trained professional who's able to take you through each step. They can do something like emotional support, but then something as concrete as action planning. Okay, I need to figure out where my mom can go while I'm at work. So let's talk about what you have available to you. Let's talk about what that looks like, what environment you like them to be in. And our Dementia Day Center as well. So there's really no wrong door in our organization. At any point that you come in, you're gonna be connected to all of these services that help you on your journey.
And as you're talking about community, what are some, because I know dementia especially is something that's kind of taboo, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. What are some things that you've seen, especially in like maybe the African American community, that is not really spread out there, and how are those like some unique challenges that you see specifically in those type of communities?
Yeah, so there's a lot of stigma involved with dementia, because as you said, it's I'm losing it's seen as a loss, right? So it doesn't just affect memory, it affects your ability to care for yourself. It affects your ability to live independently, right? And so those changes are really impactful for people. And so stigma is a big one, because what if he says the wrong thing, or what if he does something inappropriate in this room? So I don't really want to talk about it. And so you see a lot of people withdrawing when there's a diagnosis of dementia and staying at home. And not really wanting to be out and about. You also see a lot of depression and anxiety on both the caregiver's side and sometimes the person living with dementia, because of the isolation, but because of these changes. So stigma is a big thing that we see, and the thing that we talk about is providing those spaces for you to talk. Providing those failure-free environments, like those support groups we talked about, or I talked about, or like the opportunity to call a care consultant, or just walk into the lobby of the Dementia Day Center and be able to have a conversation so you feel like you're not so alone.
You talked about the stigma, and also there are also misconceptions about dementia. Oh, dementia, they forget about everything. But as you mentioned, everything, like each case is different. So when misconceptions are brought about, how do you deal with them? How do you address this issue?
Yeah, so the thing with misconceptions is you just want to have conversations like I'm having with you all to talk about what dementia is and what it's not. One of my favorite things, again, about our Dementia Day Center is the connection to purpose and our other programs that allow you to connect to your purpose. We have a gentleman in our Dementia Day Center, and he was just apathetic about everything. So people typically think people with dementia no longer have a purpose or a need to connect to the world. And so he was having a hard time at home. And his wife was like, he's very disconnected. And so through our Dementia Day Center, we learned that he had a passion for art. And so he started creating art, and he started creating art in the Dementia Day Center. And so we would pack things up for him to take home over the weekend so that he's able to do those things. And he was very proud of that work. So he'd bring his work back, and he wanted to show his work off. And so as we continued to tap into that purpose and connection with him, he started to teach art classes. Wow. So his connection in the Dementia Day Center allowed him to show that passion and that purpose of really helping other people then connect. And so I like to tell those types of stories because it's not lost, right? It's just taking a little bit to find it. And it can be those big moments where someone's leading art classes or very small moments where someone who's nonverbal is mouthing the words to a song, their favorite song. So purpose is still really there.
That's it. All right, listen, we have a lot more questions for you, but we do have to cut into a quick break. So y'all listen, y'all taking notes? Y'all better be taking notes, okay? But we're just gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't change the channel. We will be right back.
Empowered women, empowering conversations. Stay with us on Breaking the Silence as we inspire and uplift each other.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Are you sick and tired of all the negativity you see on your social media apps? Follow LFN to change that. You can like us on Facebook, or scroll through our feed on Instagram. And you can watch enriching content on YouTube. LFN. Enrich your life.
Want more meaningful conversations? Well, then you're in luck, because you're watching Breaking the Silence.
And we're back, and yes, we are continuing this great conversation with Miss Andrea Williams. Listen, I want to ask you the $1 million question, okay? Because I heard someone say that Alzheimer's and dementia are the same thing, and I was like, I don't think so, but they spoke with such convictions. So can you educate us on that, please?
Absolutely. And if I had a penny for every time I got asked that question, we would have $1 million. but the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia is an umbrella term used to describe a set of symptoms that are going to affect executive functioning. So that's thinking, reasoning, balance, coordination.
Okay.
Alzheimer's disease is the most common type or form of dementia. So if we think about another disease, let's think about cancer, right? There are many different types or different causes of cancer, and so it's the same. Alzheimer's is the most common type, but there's things like vascular dementia, which is going to be attached to vascular issues, strokes, things like that. There's frontal temporal dementia, that's changes in the frontal lobe. You're gonna see behaviors there most often, so that'll be the changes. So Lewy body dementia is another type, and that's gonna be more like hallucinations and vivid dreams. So they all have kind of different hallmarks, where Alzheimer's is mostly memory, or you see memory most often, that's what we talk about, but it's just the most common type or form of dementia. So they were almost right.
Almost right.
Almost
okay.
right.
I was reading that here in Houston, or like in the Harris County area, there's like about 62,000 people battling with like Alzheimer's and things like that. Let's say, for example, someone, like we were mentioning earlier, they get that diagnosis and they want to get that help, maybe them per se. And I think Tia and I, we were discussing it before the show. You know, there's some people that they don't want to be a burden to their family, to their loved ones. You know, can they come to CarePartners and get that help or that support, or see what they can do before things start progressing?
Yes. So we have, yes, they definitely can, and they can just give us a call.
Okay.
And our phone number is, I'll give it out now, 713-682-5995. It's 713-682-5995. Or they can visit our website, which is carepartnerstexasspelledout.org. And so they can get resources right there about what to do next. But the other thing that we do is we offer some caregiver education. And even though it's titled caregiver, one of the things we talk about is prepare to care. And it's for caregivers to talk about or to think about what's coming next and how to prepare for their role as a caregiver. And I think even for individuals who may be older adults who may be thinking about, what if I need care one day? It's a good starting point for them, because it helps you to start having those conversations and kind of start getting your affairs in order and what those affairs are that that you need help with. So yeah, there is, if you think about dementia, if you're curious, you want to know more, call us and we're able to help and support.
Okay. Yeah. And so I know that there's no cure for it, but is there a way that maybe someone, they're seeing like early signs that they can kind of make it not progress as fast as it would normally do?
Yes, there are there's some medication on available. Not well versed on the medications, but there is a website, the Alzheimer's Association is a great place to start. And we have a local chapter here in Houston, and there are chapters all over the country. And so I think tapping into the Alzheimer's Association, they fund a lot of research, they advocate a lot for people with dementia, and they can be a great resource for figuring out what medications are on the, what are coming up, what's in development, and what is currently being utilized.
Okay. Now I want to ask this question towards CarePartners. So you do serve both the caregiver and also the one who's facing the diagnosis. So can you just elaborate more on the programs on both sides? So the one who got the diagnosis and also for the caregivers, and which one is underutilized and they should utilize more, especially for caregivers who are burnt out?
Yeah. So I will say that unfortunately, across the board, a lot of people aren't accessing. We served over 2,000 individuals in the last year, which is magnificent. But you said we have 62,000 in the city. So there's so many more people that we can touch in general. And so understanding that it takes a village to care for someone with dementia, and that village looks like your physicians. It looks like your informal support, that's people who are around you, and it looks like organizations like CarePartners. And so CarePartners offers a variety of services. One of the services I've spoken about is care consultation, and that is just an opportunity to talk with a trained professional about anything, right? So Mom has a diagnosis, I don't know what to do, or I know what to do, but I need someone to help me walk through the steps, an action plan. We also have caregiver education, and that caregiver education is both in person and via webinar. So caregivers have access to to information like preparing to care, legal and financial issues. We have a lawyer, paid lawyer, coming in to give hours of their time for free to talk about what you need to have in order for legal and financial issues. And we also have support groups. Peer-to-peer support groups. We have 15 over the Houston area. We have 2 that are virtual that meet every single Tuesday that give people an opportunity to connect with each other. The real experts, right? People who are doing this job of caregiving. And so those are our caregiver focused. And then the other programs are our community-based programs, one of which is called The Gathering Place. This is a half-day activity program for people living with dementia, mild to moderate memory loss. They don't have to have a diagnosis, they have to have mild to moderate memory loss. And we have 40 sites all over Houston, all the way from Montgomery County down to Clear Lake. And there's an opportunity to come into a room, and it's failure-free, and your caregiver gets respite, 3.5 hours, they can drop you off. And then that person living with dementia is socialization. There's planned activities, there's a hot lunch or a lunch, and just an opportunity to connect in a meaningful way in an engaging activity. And then we also have our Dementia Day Center. Our Dementia Day Center is one of the only Dementia Day Centers in the city of Houston, and we are the only one that's going to serve people from early to late moderate. And it is a beautiful program. Everything from the built environment to the actual programming is very specific to the needs of people living with dementia. And so they're able to really, our participants, we call them members because the Day Center is really a place that they belong, and they are able to explore their passion, and they're able to connect with others and also do things like chair exercise, cooking classes, yoga, play dominoes, sing-alongs, have entertainment. We partner with some really amazing organizations all over Houston to make sure that this program is enriching and engaging, but also really specific to the needs of people with dementia. So all of those programs are dual in nature because caregivers get respite, but the people with dementia also are able to really connect and have that really purposeful time.
Oh my goodness, Andrea Williams, she was so amazing. I love the information that she gave, especially for those who are caregivers and they find themselves struggling. They don't know what avenues to take.
Exactly.
And we're definitely gonna need to have her back here on the show, right?
So many more questions.
Yes, we're not done with the questions. So Andrea, we definitely need to have you back here on the show. But on another note, let us get to, because we didn't forget, let us get into our question of the day. All right, for those of you who missed the question of the day towards the beginning of the show, we want to remind you of that question, and that question was, what is something you wish you knew about relationships earlier? And we do have our wonderful people who did send in their comments, so let us get right into it. Our first comment is from Bryony or Brony, how much work they are. You really can't slack off for anything. Exactly, you can't slack off.
Yeah,
you can't
agree.
It's just like what Andrea said earlier.
There you go, exactly. But thank you for your comment. All right, we do have our next comment.
Yes, our next one coming from Maria. That not every day is a good day. Yes, that's true.
That's true.
Okay.
Some days will be good.
Yep.
Some days will be bad. Some days you'll be happy. Some days you'll be salty. But it's okay.
Yes. Okay. We have one more from Max. I wish I knew earlier how happy my partner can make me. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I really spend a lot of my life being afraid of nothing.
You know, and that's something that a lot of people go through. They're afraid for nothing. Because when they're finally there, they're like, wow.
This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But what about you, Anjali?
That they're not all the same.
Okay.
You know, that maybe one friendship, family relationship, or even romantic relationship you've been to, and it didn't end really well, but then you can form another relationship. It could be great, you know? So I wish I knew that earlier.
Okay. What about you, Tia?
One word.
One word. Wow.
Compromise.
Ah, okay.
Compromise.
I like that.
That is the magic word.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have to compromise.
Not sometimes.
All the time.
All the time. You gotta compromise.
You know, you compromise, they compromise to make it work together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay. Mine's is a tough one. I don't really know. It's like so many. But I would fall under that category as well, of compromise as well. Compromise, you know, that's just basically it for me. Because for relationship, any type of relationship, there's certain things that you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to give up. You're gonna have to incorporate. You're gonna have to, you know, to be flexible.
To show the person that you know you care, that they're important, that their opinion matters. You know, maybe like you like something that someone else doesn't like. You have to compromise that just to, you know, show them like I understand and I respect you for, you know, I won't do it around you. Like, you know, there's certain foods I eat that I don't eat around my husband because he doesn't like the way the smell of it. Like tuna, he hates the smell of tuna, but I still eat it. I just don't eat it by him.
Exactly, compromise.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, so listen, y'all can keep y'all comments coming in. We will love to read them, but we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
The show isn't over yet. Don't change the channel. We will be right back with more Breaking the Silence.
The world throws a lot at you. Stay on top of it all with LFN News. We've got you covered. Breaking news.
5 earthquakes rocked parts of California, all within hours early Sunday morning.
Weekend forecast.
Come the weekend, we will have that sun, so that's some good news to have.
Market reports.
With the May jobs report just being released, many economists predict another soft month of employment gains, with some saying the U.S. unemployment rate could be down to 4% for the first time in more than 2 years.
We go beyond the headlines to bring you the stories that matter. At ULFN News, we cut through the noise and bring you the news you need when you need it. ULFN News, where clarity meets impact. Weekdays at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Finding it difficult to fall asleep, waking up early and can't sleep again? Well, here are my top tips to get a better night's sleep without the use of medication.
Here are some of my absolute best tips to stay extremely productive, and we're going to break them down one by one.
If you're recently someone who fell in love, if you're in a relationship and you want to make sure that your relationship stands the test of time, all you have to do to avoid these mistakes is watch this video.
The first thing I would say is that if you're dealing with someone who's depressed and they're really depressed, you should try giving them antidepressants.
I spent the last few years improving my financial literacy so that now I can teach you how. So this is how you enter your rich girl era.
Advice, how-tos, and DIY instructions flood the internet. But rarely do any of them offer a fitting solution to the deeper inner struggles we all go through. That's because lasting solutions have to be grounded in the Word of God and practiced by faith. In the Universal Church, experienced men and women of God who have overcome struggles and seen victories in their own lives by living out God's principles are now available to you as spiritual mentors through our toll-free helpline. Call now for biblical advice on any area of your life, from mental wellness to family and marriage issues, healing, and much more. For those who have no faith in God but sincerely want guidance for your life, we welcome your calls as well. To contact a spiritual mentor or just get more information, call 1-888-332-4141. The Universal Church is your resource to stop the suffering.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
You are watching Breaking the Silence.
Oh my goodness. This was a great show. It was very good. Andrea, we're definitely gonna have to have you back here on the show because listen, honestly speaking, we were not done with our questions.
We had
so much more to ask. So listen, we're definitely gonna have you back for part 2. So those of you who definitely benefited and you would like to reach out to her, you can definitely can. CarePartners, they're doing so much for the community, not only for those who received the diagnosis, but those who are caregivers as well. Because, you know, as caregivers, at times, you know, there's burnout, you know, they have their own struggles and no one is helping them address those issues.
And you know, the stigma, as she spoke about it, the stigma of it, it makes a person too afraid to even ask for help or even speak about it. So her having those support groups, those peer counseling, even that, you know, caretaker consultation with a professional, you know, you're able to get your questions out without feeling judged, without feeling worried about what is this person going to think.
And it's a dual mission that she said.
There you go.
You know, no one is being left out. Everyone is being cared for.
Exactly. And of course, you know, hats off again to me and Angelique.
Oh, yes.
We won Read My Lips game, which was great and amazing. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. I hope the viewers won as well. Shaiti is just saying yes, yes, yes. It's okay.
It's okay. You know, I was winning too much. I was winning too much. I had to let them win, okay?
Oh, okay. So you just took a break.
Yes, I took a break.
Can you let us win all the time then?
Yeah, no.
See that?
So listen, we hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys took notes as well. If this is your case, your situation, you can always feel free to reach out to Andrea. But we also want to remind you about our Kings series. Yeah, saw the teaser. Oh my goodness, it is great. Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. You can't catch it because you're just busy throughout the week. Hey, you have the weekends. You have the weekends to also watch the Kings series. But listen, I mean, this was just great. This was great. It was amazing. And like I said, we definitely need to have Andrea back here on the show because a lot of people are going through this silently. You know, so hey, don't be afraid to reach out. You know, here on Breaking the Silence, we talk about everything and anything. So don't feel like, you know, I can't go, I can't speak out, I can't reach out. We're helping you out. We're giving you all these resources. So listen, take advantage, all right? But listen, that is all the time that we have for today. Unfortunately. But listen, y'all can keep y'all comments coming in. We would definitely love to read your comments off air. We would love to hear from you guys. Any questions, suggestions, send them in. We would love to hear from you guys. But we're going to have to say, see ya.